Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Kono Plays. This is episode 8, broadcasting the review of Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System, released in 1985 for North America. Bit of a background. I remember playing this game, I think for the first time for about, I played this game in the 2000s on the Game Boy Advance cartridge, because this game was re-released for the Game Boy Advance, I think in 2005 or so, somewhere around that time. And I must say the games they're really not that technically different. I think it's the same game, file or whatever, the source code or whatever you want to call it. And it's the same game, basically, in other words. And I'm reviewing the Super Mario Brothers game for the NES, for the NES, released in 1985. And for starters, the game is it's very fun to play, because it's just one of those games, you know. Well, it's Super Mario Brothers. I'm pretty sure most people have already played this game in their lifetime, and if you haven't, you must check it out. I mean, well, if you're into video games, but I must say that this game is very fun to play, because well, basically it's very fantasy oriented. You're basically this mustache man named Mario who's going around jumping and shooting fireballs at people. And I think, you know, when it comes to video games, I'm into things that you can't really do in real life. So I think that this game perfectly encapsulates that imagination of being able to pretend like you're, you know, in a fantasy world doing fun archaic things. Fun and arbitrary things, I must add, instead of archaic. Not meant to say arbitrary. You know, just having fun, pretending like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. You know, just going around jumping and stuff. And I think that this game has beautiful graphics. I mean, like the game, the game is pixelated again. This is from the 8-bit era, 1985 era, NES era, whatever you want to call it. The game is beautiful to look at. I mean, there are times where there might be a little bit of bright colors, but you can adjust down your TV or whatever. The game has good graphics. Story-wise, you're basically, like I said, you're Mario. You're going around trying to save the Mushroom Kingdom. You can probably find that in the you can find that in the instruction manual. I think this game is it's pretty fun, because you control Mario just jumping around. Like, you have that free space, that free 2D space, just going around jumping around and jumping and trying to save the world. It's pretty fun. You feel like a superhero in this game. It's pretty good. Now the music, it's again, it's pretty good, but the thing is that the thing about the music for NES games is that they're limited to 5 sound channels right now. To explain it, basically, long story short, there are two sound channels, and then there's like a triangle channel for like low. They're like triangle shaped sound waves, and then you have like a sample track, and then the other one is the like noise tracks to hear like little like ticks and tacks, you know, hear like sounds that you hear like when you knock on the table, you know, or something like that. They're not really like pitched sounds with like they're more, that noise channel is more for like you know, beats or whatever. But I'm getting a little off topic. The whole point I'm trying to make is that the music is limited to very basic instrumentation. But besides all that, I think the game is still pretty good. Besides having basic instrumentation, you know, the limitations that the NES brings, you know, besides all that, I think the music is very good. It's very recognizable. I mean, everyone knows the Mario theme, you know, the overworld theme. It's pretty good. And yeah, I think the composer did a good job on this game. It's very recognizable. Everyone knows the Mario theme or whatever. And yeah, overall, in conclusion, this is a good game. And if you haven't played Super Mario Brothers for NES, or you can pick it up for Game Boy, or you can even try it if you have a Nintendo Switch. You can just pick it up on the Nintendo Switch online, so you don't have to go back and buy an original NES if you're not into that stuff. You know, buying original hardware. You could just get it for a Nintendo Switch. It's Super Mario Brothers isn't a fairly difficult game to find. You can pretty much get it on NES, Game Boy Advance. I think Super Mario Brothers. It's not really a difficult game to find. You can pretty much find it for NES. Millions of copies sold. Or if you're not into that, just get a Nintendo Switch online account for your Nintendo Switch and just pick it up. Yeah. Super Mario Brothers. Good game. Very good game. And yes, just as a bonus, I did see that in the footage, well, in the gameplay I was doing for the game, I did notice that something curious, something peculiar, or if I may add. So like right here, I noticed I was about to jump, and then yeah, that happens. The NES just kind of BS's me, and I fall to my doom because yeah, because the game just freezes. I don't know if because my NES is messed up or something, or the way I put in the cartridge. It was most likely it was a hardware issue, I guess, because that never happens in the game usually, but you know.